Today is Wednesday, Parashat Vayakhel-Pikudei, and there's a pasuk here that speaks about the gifts that the leaders of the tribes brought for in the construction of the Mishkan. So the pasuk says, "V'anesiim heviu et avnei hashoham ve'et avnei hamiluim la'efod ve'lachoshen." So the leaders of the tribes, they brought the shoham stones, and they brought also the stones for the settings of the ephod, which is a type of apron that the Kohen Gadol was wearing, and for the breastplate with the 12 stones for the 12 tribes of Israel. And Rashi points out that the word Nesi'im, which means the leaders, is written missing the Yud. There's a lack of the letters that should be there. And Rashi explains that because the leaders sort of they were, quote unquote, they were to some extent lazy, but really they meant well. What they said, let the Jewish people bring whatever they're able to bring as donations, and whatever is missing we'll take care of. It will be a great situation in any fundraising effort. Let's say we're going to build a major building, and you go on a building fundraising campaign, and one very wealthy guy tells you, look, raise whatever you raise, but don't worry, whatever is missing, I'm covering. So that's basically what they said. But they're held to task, so to speak, in this pasuk, because the Jewish people gave enough of all the components that were necessary to build the Mishkan, and everything was given. The only thing that was left to give was those precious stones that the Nesi'im gave, that the leaders gave. But still, even though they were generous in a way by saying they will give whatever was lacking to complete whatever is necessary, it's considered to be a fault to delay doing a mitzvah. In other words, they should have jumped at the opportunity to donate immediately and not push it off to a later date by saying whatever is missing we'll give. They ended up giving the precious stones when their name was written missing the Yud, to indicate how important it is when a mitzvah comes your way. Mitzvah ba liadecha al tahmitzena. Don't let the mitzvah become chametz. Don't let it become to rise. Grab it right away and do it with enthusiasm and with alacrity, with Zerizut, which means alacrity, with a certain sense of immediacy, because then when you do that, you show how much you appreciate the mitzvah. There are many mitzvot that we are able to do, and we get to do them as routine and maybe don't appreciate so much. Even the ability to pray in a synagogue on Shabbat, which many synagogues are closed this Shabbat because of the situation. And when the Torah is being read, some people go outside of the sanctuary, or maybe they speak. We sometimes don't appreciate so much the mitzvot that we are really privileged to do. And here, even the leaders of the Jewish people that were there, the leaders of the tribes, who were generous, they wanted to give whatever was lacking, and they ended up giving very precious stones. But because they did not move quickly with Zerizut, with alacrity, to grab the opportunity to do a mitzvah, but push it off, that's why the pasuk writes it with that negative aspect of missing Yuds. A lesson for us to learn from the parasha of this week, how much we have to appreciate every opportunity to do every mitzvah, to give it value, to do it with enthusiasm, and to, so to speak, grab the opportunity to do it. Don't delay mitzvah that comes your way. Do it right away, and do it with a certain sense of ashrenu, ma tov chelkenu, ma na'im gorarenu, how fortunate we are that we are able to do the mitzvah, and how great is our portion that Hashem gave us all these mitzvot to do. And that's one of the lessons from the parasha of this week. Baruch Adonai le'olam, amen ve'amen.